So they have heard. That's unfortunate. Listen, kids, let me teach you about the way politics works. People throw people who didn't do anything wrong under the bus all the time. I mean, kids like being reasonable, right? He's learned that their teacher, their master here is, you know, a fired Heroes member. And currently his orders are nothing special. Oh, he's giving her the opportunity to fight it herself. So this was before, because we got to remember, right? This is before party formations were a standardized thing. Like, plenty of parties probably just had a multitude of swordsmen. So basically what's happening, well, enchanters are starting to seem more intriguing. Bro's a jack of all trades. Let's have him try being an enchanter. Maybe it'll help speed things along. This could end up being the best Banished hero show the past few years if it keeps it up. Close enough. Welcome back, Reki Kawahara. Oh yeah, she got little knives. She can fucking... Not gonna lie, we might be witnessing the birth of the best modern Banished hero anime. Only time will tell, though. Got to start the video, though. Make sure you drop a like, comment, all that fun jazz. Helps show your support. Does help push it through the algorithm, make these videos do well. You can also head on over to the Patreon if you want to see my full live reactions to all these episodes and more. Also helps fund the channel, so I can even try these videos on YouTube. So, Jack of all trades, party of none. Number 3. This is probably the show I'm the deepest into right now at the start of a new season. I'm loving it. I really am. There is obviously things you can criticize, right? There's a lot of noticeable 3D. There's a lot of this, that, and the third, right? Some stuff we will talk about, right? But in terms of, does any of that affect my major enjoyment for this episode? No. Listen, I grew up watching stuff like Transformers, Beast Wars. A 3D Kumiko Spider, I can deal with. I gotta be real. Not saying we can't criticize it, but it's not enough to be like, oh my god, it ruined the episode, right? We ain't gonna rage bait like that. The thing is the best part of this entire episode is probably this kid Logan, right? Normally in these types of shows, the kind of arrogant, up-and-coming, hotshot enchanter, I don't need to listen to no one, especially someone who got fired, right? Like, that's the energy we would get. And basically, our boy's major fear coming to work the next day is, well, it's all in the paper that I got fired. Everyone was told that, you know, I quit. It doesn't really look good, and pretty much everyone has that exact reaction. And, you know, it's awkward, but the thing that makes it so good is that the thing that is honestly impressive since pretty much day one. This dude does not operate in the traditional, I got stabbed in the back, and now I'm really depressed. He does have moments, like in the last episode, like he pretty much had a panic attack when he read the newspaper, right? But he's not really doing it in public, and he's trying his best to keep his head on his shoulders and continue on. And by watching a man who basically is like, I don't have a lot of confidence in myself right now, but I'm not so infunctional that I can't continue to do what I was hired to do, right? Like, let's just keep going. And in doing so, people are starting to notice that the Heroes Party were fucking stupid. And I think the thing I'm going to have to hammer in nearly every week, and it's going to sound like a broken record to those who are watching these videos every week, but I think it's really important to recognize the fact that hero party formations are a very new thing in this world, and it's not really seen as smart to go against them. So as we see right here, right, we have, well, I don't even know what role our boy's supposed to be taking here. He kind of feels like an added support, because we have a frontline fighter, we got an enchanter, and then we have, she's like support magic, like more like attack-based magics, right? So we know that when he was initially starting adventuring, he was a swordsman alongside his pal. And then when enchanters started becoming more popular in these dynamics, he was the one who made the most sense to convert to it because he was a jack of all trades. Because this woman right here is basically seen as the all-star, the one who really is making things special. So because the Heroes Party took influence from them, they ended up making a party formation that everyone tries to replicate going forward. Now, here's the thing, and this is a really great comparison. I've seen a couple people mention this. If you look at shows like, or comics, shows, whatever version you read or watch, of stuff like The Walking Dead, zombies don't exist in the world of Walking Dead before zombies happened in the form of walkers, right? So the natural instincts we have of don't let a zombie touch you and blah, 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 that's not going to be common sense to them because zombies didn't exist until the outbreak, right? Similar here, party formations and what would make the most sense for a party formation isn't common sense for a world that really hasn't had party formations up until this point that are universal. But with that said, we've already established that everyone can tell he's more talented than just needing to be at her level, right? We don't need to be at Selma's level to be strong. This man can do things that she can't, but most importantly, he's so good with his strategy. Like, that's probably his greatest strength. It's not even his casting speed, it's his mind and how he can think on the fly and adjust. The fact that he's able to do spells like debuffs, which apparently are very complex in this world. I thought they were basic spells. Nope. If you want to slow down an orc that's coming so your party member has time to face her trauma, that's apparently built different. But when you're stuck in this, like, it's a game of politics, right? That's really what it comes down to, is the politics is what screwed him over. Yes, the politics within the party, but also the politics of needing to be at a certain level. They've been stuck trying to clear floor 94 or whatever it is for a long time. And even without him there or him there, they probably weren't going to clear it anyway. But basically thinking, well, if we don't have someone at Selma's level, that's going to fuck us over. And it does make sense. There's probably more to it than just that, but at face value, that's enough to be satisfying. If they add extra, that's just an added bonus at that point. So what this has done to him, and how he's like, well, if I'm already going to get kicked out, I'll just go back to doing what I want to do. I don't need to be someone who can reach floor 90 by myself. I just want to be someone who's good enough to clear the lower floors by myself, and whatever happens with my life will happen. Maybe I'll be a support. Who knows, right? It's so fascinating, and the fact that everyone is universally realizing that he is smart. It's like everyone can see that he offers more than what was probably appreciated when he was in that party. But because the Heroes Party is the overall best party, you're not going to tell the king that they're wrong, right? Like, they have proven accomplishments. The politics is really interesting. Nothing really feels stupid. It's the type of stupidity that you're like, man, the Heroes Party fucked up. But not because they made a dumbass call. If you put yourself in their shoes and you look at how things operate in this world, it probably does make sense to get rid of him, especially if for years he wasn't really progressing where the others were progressing in their current roles. Mistake, but you get my point. And that's why a character like Logan, very quickly going from, can't believe I supported this guy, to, huh, why the hell would anyone get rid of him? Bro's out here doing casting magic that I'll probably never be able to do. Apparently he's good with a sword too. What this kid did is he immediately went from, oh, what a piece of shit, he lied to us, to, huh, maybe what it takes to be a master and like be a professional at this job is being able to have multiple skills at a high level. I'm going to chase it and I'm going to surpass this guy. I'm going to learn everything I can from him and I'm going to be better than him. That's exactly what I want to see from an up-and-coming prodigy. That is fantastic. And like I said, there is some pretty obvious 3D. A lot of the shots though, like you freeze here, doesn't look too bad, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, this was pretty close to like a Soma Spider so what fight scene. And to be honest, it moved well. It's just, it was blended very 3D. Like you could tell it was 3D more often than not. But it never got to a point where I was like, oh my god, my eyes are bleeding. So it's like, I understand if people like really didn't like it, but for me, I was just like, oh, you know, I just watched an episode of Arthuretta over on Patreon, and I saw a 3D dragon that makes this look like the goddamn Mona Lisa, and even that show didn't piss me off. So it's like, listen, you grow up on Transformers Beast Wars, you can stomach a lot more 3D than your average anime fan who's only ever seen Demon Slayer, you know? Either way, this show is great. I honestly think the show will continue to do well. Despite us being in the thick of the new anime season, I think the show has proven itself to be a worthy Banished hero show. I mean, there's definitely been some recently, like the Court Magician one from the last season. Started off very weak, but became pretty fun by the end. This one, I just think started strong and is remaining even more strong as the weeks go on. But you let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like, share your support, subscribe, ring that bell, all that fun jazz. Just keep on coming back to the channel. You know we got the great takes over here. And if you want to go even further, we do got the Patreon, where we got the full live reactions and other exclusives. Like, hey, I love to give video shoutouts to my patrons, because without them, you wouldn't get these YouTube videos. So today we got Shadow, Armana, Joanne, and we also have Devil May Carter. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.